One of these eyelashes aren't like the other. Can you guess which one? It's the right one.
She looked out of her window and saw the moon. The moon looked so near. I wish I could play with the moon.
Too sleepy.
Hi. Have you or a loved one ever gotten an ad that started like this?
Prologue.
Jayla, I just need 2 minutes of your time. Jayla pleaded with the future alpha of her pack, Alpha Nathan, with the Blood Moon pack. She hadn't handled his arm. She was frowning down at that hand. With those two... Oh, God. Well, I did. I got that ad. I got that ad so many times, actually. In fact, that it made me mad. It got to the point that I got that ad so many times that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna actually listen to these because I don't think anybody else is. And some of them scared me, like this one.
Oh, Christian! She moans, eagerly bouncing up and down his shaft. It all made so much more sense now. All the pain, all the anguish I felt was because Christian was betraying our bond, our love.
I was cooking. I was cooking a meal for me and my mother when that one played. That's not very mother-daughterly of me. Caught me way off guard. But, God, I was stunned. I listened to all the ads, but the thing is that was months ago, like 3 or 4 months ago, and I don't want to do it again. Actually, I did do it again, just for you, because you know what? I've been deserting this channel like this weird little baby I've been holding. So I thought, let me re-listen to it so I can actually tell you what it's about, but let me not write down the names or important details because I don't care that much. You know? So, what can I tell you? Where do we begin? Our main character. Oh my god. We have a main character. Her name is Jayla. By the way, if you're wondering, yes, there is no script. Once again. But the next video is going to have one. So, don't you worry about that, homeboy. So, Jayla. She's our main character. She is lovely. She was best friends with Crunk. That's not it. Bryson, Chad, Dylan. Wait, Nathan. Oh my god. Okay, so restart. Jayla, she's the main character. She was best friends with Nathan for 20 years. The alpha, the leader of the wolf pack, the blood moon pack. Anyway, of course it's a blood moon. What else could it be? Anyway, so they're friends. They were friends who kissed, but they didn't date, but they kissed. Even the father knew about it. So that's I'm telling you too much. Okay, so Jayla goes to college because she wants to become a lawyer, like a relationship lawyer, because I guess people in the wolf world don't have that. It's just like if you're a match, you're a match, right? And it's not even decided by you; it's decided by fate. So, fate certainly didn't give me a relationship anyway. So that's their backstory, right? But she's also leaving to go to human college because it just hurts her too much to stick around Nathan. Because you know why? Because Nathan's got a mate who was chosen by fate. And what's his fate mate's name? I don't know. It isn't important. I was gonna say Kayla, but that I don't think it is. Kayla and Jayla, he's got a type. She's trying to talk to Nathan. She's like, Nathan, look at me. This isn't you. Look at me. Kiss me before I go. And that's when Nathan's mate, Fate Lady, the future Luna of the pack, which I guess is the female alpha, but not really, just the husband's wife. Yeah, demoted. It's not wife, it's the husband's wife. It's his. Blah, 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 and dominance is so high. So Jayla's talking to Nate, and then Nate's fate, the Luna, we're just going to call her Luna, Luna sees this, and she's like, whoa, get your paws off my man. I think she does say paws. It's weird.
Sophia's wolf snarled at the sight before her and Sophia yelled. Get your filthy, dirty paws off my mate.
And so she shoves Jayla, and Jayla's like, and then her wolf, Cora, I don't know. She's like, oh my god, you hit me. And so I guess involuntarily, Jayla not really punches, she slaps Luna, which causes like these 3 wolf scratch scar thingies deeply embedded into her cheeks, like mine.
Cora had raced forward, ripping to the surface before Jayla could stop her, and with claws pushing out of her fingertips, stuck Sophia right back. A full slap to her face, all claws out, tearing through the skin on the future Luna's face, leaving 3 bloody scratches down her face.
So then they kick Jayla off the island. They're like, oh my god, you hurt my wife. Get out of here. Run. Beat it. And she's like, oh my god, no. I was leaving anyway. But it turns out the plot twist is that the reason why Jayla's wolf Cora hit Luna back is because Jayla was pregnant. Jayla's pregnant with Nate's baby. She wasn't going to say nothing. She was just going to leave. And just nothing. Was she never going to tell him? Or maybe she was. I don't think she was. Let's go with that she wasn't. What happens next, you're wondering? They only advertised 3 chapters. The prologue, the first chapter, and the second chapter. But that's how long the chapter is, and it's very short. I think it's supposed to like lead you into wanting to hear more. I don't want to hear more. I mean, if this gets 20 likes, which it probably never will, I'll listen to the whole story and I'll tell you about it. You don't want to know. We don't want to know. Anyway, now we're on to chapter 1. Jayla, she is a grown woman now. She's got 3 kids, all from the same man, Nate. I guess she was 20 with triplets. Mazel tov. What does that mean? She's pregnant with triplets. She's a lawyer. She lives in a beach house because I guess she's just beautiful and successful and rich and whatnot. And then she gets a little letter. There's spit in my mouth. She gets a little letter from Nathan, or from like the wolf community people group, the council. They're like, come back. That's it. They don't apologize or anything. They're just like, come back. Why'd you leave? What? She's like, no. This is probably Nathan trying to talk to me, trying to holler at me. I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy who can't get none from me. And the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me. I don't think they rhyme me with me. That's alright. I don't know. She's like, no. And she ignores the letters. He keeps sending them. The only reason that she popped up in his mind is because he saw her on TV. It's not like he was thinking about her constantly. You know, he just pushed her outside of his mind. But she was all successful. She had her own commercial going. And he saw it. He was sitting with a group of friends. And he saw it. And he's like, oh, it's not even him who was sad. It's his wolf. His wolf's name is Havoc. And his Havoc was like, get her back. I can't do the voice that she did.
Bring her home. Havoc had growled at him.
Oh, but there's this one line that sounds like a song. I have to find it. This is the same part. I can't find it. Maybe I'll find it later.
Leave this pack. Don't you ever come back.
This story takes the life out of me. Anyway, the wolf is like, get her back, blah, blah, blah. Okay, right. So, the Luna wanted her gone, right? Like, I guess she wanted her demoted, because I guess they have ranks, you know. Isn't it like wolves don't even actually do the alpha beta thing? It wasn't true at all. This sounds like a 2012 story anyway. Luna was like, demote her, let's get rid of her, burn her. She didn't say all that, but basically she wants her out. And the father of Naze, the big kahuna, he's like, no, because that's not right. That's all he says. But the real reason is because he's like, I mean, they kissed, but I feel like there was something more. Like, I feel like there was just something unspoken about it. You know, he has the ship, so he doesn't want to, like, ruin the chances. So he's like, no, we can't get rid of her. Not like that much, like what if she comes back and they're in love?
Sophia had been really pissed off that she had not been stripped of rank and turned from the pack by his father, Alpha Blaine, at the time. She had demanded that Jayla be made a rogue for the insult, but his father had simply stated, no, it's inappropriate under the circumstances. Those circumstances being that he knew that Jayla and Nathan had been sleeping together for just over a year, and he felt there was more to it.
So, Nathan, what he does is he sends in another letter. She already ignored the first 3, so she's definitely going to answer the 4th. He sends it to her law firm. He's like, have her sign it, because that way she would have to read it. And he smirks to himself, yeah, we got them. But then there's that creepy line, it said, which would you can see me reacting to it.
Wolf, he thought, I can play as well as you can, only you can't ignore me. I am your alpha, and you will do as I command.
That's not it. I don't know why I'm just sitting here. Yeah, that's the video. Wow. And so that's the story of the Defiant Mate. Did I tell it to you good and greatly? No, probably not. It's a terrible story, but there's another one. This is the one that got played for me when I was trying to cook dinner for my family. This video was sponsored by Adam and Eve, the one advertisement I don't want to know about when watching someone's YouTube video. Please do not inform me that you are getting freaky. All about positivity, but not in your house. And I'm not going to re-listen to that one because I don't want to. I can try to tell you what it's about from memory, like we just did the first one. I don't know anybody's names, but there's a lady, and she walks in. I guess she's a Luna. I don't know. Anyway, she walks in on her husband and his sister. No, not her sister. Her sister and her husband are in cahoots.
Wink.
If she's cahoots, he's in it, And she's like, oh my god. I'm leaving you. And he's like, you can't leave me. You gotta birth my babies. And she's like, there are no babies. And he's like, what? And I guess the doctor walked in on this. Doctor's like, what? Yes, there is. And she's like, no, shut up. No, there's not. There's no babies. And she's like, oh, okay. But she is. She's pregnant. She's pregnant with the alphas. Twins. I don't know. There's kids. And he's like, oh my god, you didn't birth my babies. You're useless to me. Get out of here. And so now she's running off with babies. Alone. That's about it. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention was the way that they describe her children in The Defiant Mate. And it's like, I don't know, the way it was described made me think of fan fiction kids. But they're tan with blonde hair and beautiful green eyes, and just put up a stock image of beautiful little boy. And that's probably what they described.
Just like his father, had blonde tousled hair and naturally tan skin. He was so beautiful and full of life. He looked up at her with his brilliant green eyes.
Like that one picture of that one girl, tan skin, highlights in her hair, big blue eyes, that everyone was trying to look like when they were 8, right? Not just me. You were also trying to look like that. I was convinced that I was white till 7. 7 is when I realized my race, which I will never tell you because it makes it fun. I'm trying to do that Noel Miller thing, except I've exposed it before, so it doesn't really count. Yeah. That's the video. Was it a great one? Yes. Did we have fun? Yes. Am I probably gonna remake it? Definitely. Anyway. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Oh wait. I did that wrong. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my Instagram, my TikTok. Don't check out my TikTok. Good night, I love you, bye.
Leave this pack, don't you ever come back. Leave this pack, don't you ever come back. Leave this pack, don't you ever come back.
She's leaving, right? She wants to go to college to become a fucking... Whoops.